Welcome back here to Link Evolution, everybody. We are doing the Arc 5 story, and I still haven't grinded enough cards out yet in this game where I can build my own deck. So I'm going to be using the story deck throughout all of these duels, which I kind of think is what most people were wanting, which is what I was getting the feel for in the comments anyway that you guys were leaving, is that you prefer if I use the story deck. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then this way, before I blow all of my duel points on just random card packs in the card shop, please let me know in the comments who's got what cards in the card shop. I mean, I can kind of figure Yugi's got all the Magician cards, Kaiba's got all the Blue Eyes cards and all of their support, Link Master, or Playmaster probably has all the Link cards, all that good stuff. But because there's a whole bunch of new characters and new cards in this game, let me know who's got what and who I should be spending all my duel points on. I'm already going to be spending them all on Yugi and Kaiba because I want the Magician and Blue Eyes cards. But let me know who else I should spend my points on. Does Joey have like the Red Eyes cards? Though the Red Eyes deck isn't as good anymore. You know, just let me know. And in the meantime, or leave those in the comments below, or join my Discord. There's a join infinite all the time invite link, I guess you can say, in the description of this video, right down there. And you can mention it in the Discord channel too. We've got like a full field for Yu-Gi-Oh discussion, and you can leave all those cards there. I'd appreciate it so I'm not wasting all my duel points. Loading Arc 5 histories. It's been a while since I've gotten into the swing of this and been able to do a story mode or have to read any dialogue. It hasn't been since the last Danganronpa game I played through that I've had to become a storyteller, so here we go. Whoops, have to shrink myself down a little bit here so I can actually read the dialogue box. This is the story of Yuya Saki? God damn it, we're like 5 words into the story and I'm already messing stuff up. Some call him a hero. Some call him a goofball, and others call him a heroic goofball. Wow, that's the best you can come up with, is combining those 2 words? Thanks. But before the end of his journey, Yuya will travel through multiple dimensions and confront countless adversaries to save the world. Little did Yuya know that this epic tale would begin with one small life lesson from his dad. Nice fucking hat, loser. Take your dad's advice, Yuya. Try to laugh when you feel like crying, and when things get tough, respond with a smile. It will give you the strength to keep moving forward. It's kind of like a pendulum. Ah, get it, because of the pendulum swinging. Haha. If the pendulum swings one way, you know it will swing the other way too. That's really bad advice, though, because when things are going good, that's basically telling you also you should be paranoid as fuck, because any second they're going to swing right back to the shit show. Like in a duel. A duel? The key to dueling is to believe in your deck and yourself. When you're falling behind, you can always make things swing your way again. So don't worry about anything, just try to enjoy the ride. Try to remember what I've told you, Yuya. It may help you someday. Several days later, Yusho was set to defend his Action Duel Championship title against the #1 contender, the Sledgehammer. What's his Action Duel Championship? However, not only did Yuya's father fail to show up, he was never seen again. This branded Yusho and the whole Sakaya family as cowards. I mean, clearly he had a massive disappearance or was kidnapped then. How would that make them cowards or whatever? 3 years later, at Skip Boyle's Yusho Dueling School. Yusho Dueling School? I feel like that's a translation error. Alright, Yuya, it's time to take center stage and show Gong what you're made of. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen, and Gong. How about I kick off this round's entertainment with some carnival-craving hippos? Quit goofing around, Yuya. Hey, what? Why do you have to turn everything into a joke, Yuya? I mean, that's his deck theme, right, though? There's nothing wrong with giving the fans a good laugh. When your daddy was on the field, he had all the fans smiling. He made duel-taining entertaining. Your duels are usually just embarrassing. These are all sorts of new terms we're learning here. Well, if you ask me, my dad's last duel was pretty embarrassing too. Jesus. I like that this guy has the counter-anime trope where he has a dad instead of a mom and no one's ever concerned with his mother, so far at least. Afternoon all, I hope I'm not intruding. This guy is really creepy to be showing up at his schoolyard, but alright. I guess we just let this happen. Who are you? I'm Nico Smiley, dueling manager and promoter. Currently, I represent the reigning action duel champion, the Sledgehammer. Not the Sledgehammer. The Sledgehammer is hosting a fan appreciation day at the Leo Institute, and he's issuing a one-on-one dueling challenge to Yuya. Why? You're inviting me to duel the Sledgehammer, but he's just some kid. It's your chance to make up for your father's disappearing act. I will never yet let Yuya take part in this match. The boy suffered enough since his father disappeared. That's a real shame, because if you had agreed, the Leo Corp would have donated the newest augmented reality combat system to your school. No charge. As in free. Suddenly, he's smiling here. He's ready to go. Alright, fuck you, Yuya. Let's go. Take one on the chin, buddy. You've got a deal. You just said you'd never let Yuya duel the sledgehammer. Well... Yeah, we gotta have Yuya's back. Right, Yuya? Yuya? He ran off. Because he's a coward, too. Just like his old man. Fan Appreciation Day. 3 years ago, the famous duel-tainer Yusho Sakaya failed to defend his title against the sledgehammer. Now, Sakaya's own son will try to ease that disgrace. Do you think Yuya will show up? Who knows, but Gong's gut says that he will. Does this guy refer to himself in the third person? Great. Much to everyone's surprise, Yuya did show up to duel, but as an even bigger surprise, Yuya was dressed as a clown. Oh. Do not tell me you are the son of Yusho? Yep, the one and only. Well, you ready to get this show on the road? You won't be so insolent once the sledgehammer squashes you. I'm sure that most people that do this story like have voices for these guys, but I'm just kind of reading. Also, how can anyone be giving Yuya shit for showing up here dressed as a clown when this dude's fucking hair looks like a trident of purple doofusness? I don't know, I couldn't think of it. His hair looks ridiculous though, and that more so than most anime characters, which is saying something. Monster Tamer. Oh, look at that. Classic Pendulum fashion, we're just gonna summon as many monsters as we can to the field in one turn. His monsters are all really, like, old school, though. Level 5 for 1800 attack, but alright. Beast of the Wild, level 5. Let's see what I've got in the meantime. Time Gazer Magician has a level 8 zone, and then Stargazer has a level 1, so it sounds like I want to put these guys in the Pendulum zone. If a Pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate spell cards until the end of the damage step, unless you have a Magician card or Odd Eyes card in the other Pendulum zone. This card's Pendulum scale becomes 1. And in this Pendulum effect, you must control no monsters to activate this effect. If a Pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate trap cards until the end of the damage step. What does it mean you must control no monsters to activate this effect? But then it says, if a Pendulum monster you control battles, but that sounds like I would control a monster then. Whatever. What do these guys do? When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Perform Pal monster from your hand or graveyard. This card is normal or special summoned. All monsters your opponent controls lose 600 attack and defense. If you special summon a monster, all monsters your opponent controls lose 600 attack and defense. Okay, so I got 2 of these guys. It really doesn't seem like I want to... I was thinking about synchro summoning all of these guys. Or not synchro summoning, pendulum summoning, but I don't think I want to. Because it sounds like I'm in for a bad time. So I think I'm just going to set my pendulum zone. Just because it makes sense to do that. And then I'm going to summon this dude. And then we'll get rid of 600 attack from all of them by summoning this guy. Activate the effect? Yes. We'll go ahead and summon you. Put you in defense mode, because I don't trust you to not just be killed immediately after this. In fact, you probably will, but because I just reduced all of their attack and defense, I'm going to be alright for now. Ooh, Battle Guard Rage. Activate this by targeting one warrior-type monster you control. It gains 1000 attack. Monster is destroyed by battle with it or returned to the hand instead of going to the graveyard. When that monster leaves the field, something, forget it. I don't really need to do anything else this turn. I guess I could Pendulum Summon stuff, just to have all these guys back out in the field, but the problem is they're all going to die next turn, and I really want to use Swordfish's effect again. And I also want Perform Pal Friend Donkey to be able to do stuff. Because if I just summon him in defense position, he's going to die for no reason and not be able to do damage. So I'm just going to let Perform Pal Swordfish die, and then I'm going to Call of the Haunting it back into the field. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just going to take a bunch of damage here. Ooh, that's like 4,000 damage, though. Damn it. No. Let's activate this, because this will also save me some life points, because it'll reduce their attacks by 600. Oh, shit. It's an attack position, though. Whatever. Significantly reduces the amount of damage I'm going to take this turn. I'm going to call it a worthwhile decision. And then anyway, it came back to my hand. So instead of the graveyard, it all worked out. Activate the effect of a card? Maybe. What's the effect I would activate? Special summon 3 Hippo tokens, but they cannot be tributed. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck while a Hippie token is in the monster zone. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolve, monster your opponent's control cannot target monsters for attacks except Hippo tokens. I'm just gonna set this for now, and then I'll use it next turn. And in the meanwhile, I will Pendulum Summon just the two of you guys for now. Because they still have lost... Oh, do they lose that permanently? Does Swordfish permanently reduce it? It's not till the end of the turn? Ooh. Didn't realize that. Do I summon you? Yeah, let's summon you in attack position. You can kill the center guard guy there. Okay, I might actually summon the other one here. No, I don't want to summon the other one. Because I want to be able to use that effect again when he starts summoning other monsters. So for now, I'm just going to destroy this guy. You've got to be fucking with me. He's got two of these cards? Serious? Alright, well he can't activate it on another dude. And I can still summon a card. I really don't want to, though. I was thinking I could summon him and then Swordfish again, and then he still wouldn't be able to attack me. But we'll just ignore it for now, and I'll activate Hippo tokens next turn to save Swordfish. Not like this guy can really do anything anyway. Hey, they can't be attacked. So, fuck it. Or Swordfish can't be attacked, I mean. These Hippo tokens, they'll all die, but I mean, I can't really do much with them anyway. Other than just use them to block stuff. God, they're ugly. More creative than Scapegoat, I guess, though. Does this happen every... Oh, it reduces it every time I summon stuff. Cool, so he can't even destroy one of those tokens. Wow, why wouldn't you attack Swordfish? Because I'm gonna special summon more monsters, and that's gonna lose even more attack, but alright, sure. Pendulum Call. Discard one card, add two Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Also, until the end of your opponent's next turn, this card resolves. Magician cards in your Pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only activate one Pendulum card per turn. You cannot activate this card if activated a Magician monster's Pendulum effect this turn. Which I haven't. Let's do that. I'll get rid of Swordfish, because I'll be able to activate the Swordfish's on the field's effect again anyway. We'll grab both of these guys from the deck. Then I can Pendulum summon two of them this turn. Which Magician do I want on the field, though? I think Time Gazer, right? Each turn, the first card in your Pendulum zone that would be destroyed by an opponent's monster's effect, it's not destroyed. No. Once per turn, when exactly one other Pendulum monster you control is returned to your hand by a card effect, you can special summon one monster from your hand with the same name. Oh. So neither of those effects are all that great. Interesting. And now my Pendulum, my fucking Hippos are still taking up way too much space in this on my field. I'd like them to go away. Turns out, though, you can't always get what you... Can they... Oh, no, they can't even... They don't even force the attack on them next turn, do they? That's alright. I was thinking, you know, at least they can block two more attacks for me, but Sledgehammer does not have to attack these guys. He can just decide that was it for him. Too bad they don't have any attack points at all. I'm gonna go ahead and have you attack this guy just to destroy him. Just to rub it in his face. We'll leave it in attack position just for the fun of it. Forgot what all those did. Nothing important though. Sledgehammer's kind of already, I don't know, done for. I shouldn't say that. Every time I've ever said that, I've cost myself duels before. But he's only got one card left in his hand and nothing on the field, so... I mean, he's gonna need some miracle workings to come back from this one. I like how much longer the AI takes to think about their decision in while playing on the Switch, because it just doesn't have the hardware to make any of its decisions. It's really got to think it through. Now, can I tribute these tokens? This token cannot be tributed. Of course it can't. This cannot. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck while a Hippo token is in a monster zone. This card's actually really bad, unless I was in the pinch that I was in. But man, after that, kind of worthless. Should I sacrifice Swordfish? His effect's really good. I'm not gonna. Perfect. Now I can do 1800 whole damage because I have two monsters that can attack directly. I mean, the only reason this deck is kind of remotely good, it seems like, is because it's got Pendulum stuff going on. That's about it. Plus, he only has 2 copies of these Magicians, which also seems kind of weird. Usually everyone wants 3 of their token monster. But as a fan of Magicians, I can't really critique the start having a bunch of Magicians in your deck. The hell is this thing? Flip, draw 1 card? Why would I want this in my deck? What? Whatever. I'm not gonna use it. There's a whole bunch of old cards that the Pendulum phase of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really trying to bring them all back. Mostly because they want people to spend money on these cards again. Because, man, they had to have stopped printing that card a long time ago, right? Probably. I thought I had the victory. I was already prepping my victory speech and that this duel would be over. But he's just got a bunch of Gen 1 cards that aren't that good anymore. He hasn't done anything in several turns, but he can't stop me from doing stuff. Odd Eyes Dragon. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of the original attack of that monster. Ooh, don't you have, like, some cool animation? Let's sacrifice some stuff. And I basically assumed I won. I can't get the Magician back when I do this. You can't summon anything from the extra deck while the Hippo cards are on the field. I could probably get him to attack them, though. Oh, there was no animation. It must be the Pendulum one that's got it, but that's alright. I want to save Call of the Haunted in case something gets the fan here. We'll just use my Pendulum summon. Summon you on the field in attack position. Can't bring you back into my Pendulum zone because of these fucking Hippo tokens, which have now been way more of a burden than they ought to be. That's alright. GG, Sledgehammer. Sorry that you didn't get to hold your title to some kid who is literally dressed as a clown. I'm gonna just go ahead and guess who this dude is, and I'm gonna say he's Hipster Kaiba, and that's some dweeby knockoff of Mokuba behind him. Let me know how close I am to this one. Yusho vanished 3 years ago, and now his son is suddenly using a radical new method of summoning? Prepare a background report on this kid. Oh, it's totally Hipster Kaiba! Any facts that may relate to Pendulum summoning, no matter how small, should be reported to me immediately. Yeah, okay, Hipster Kaiba. Thanks for all the retro cards, Monster Tamer and Warrior Diagrypher. Haven't heard those names in a while. After his surprise Pendulum summoning against the Sledgehammer, Yuya was more popular than ever. Who are you? So wait, you telling me no one knew what the fuck Pendulum summoning was? I mean, that'd be kind of hard to just randomly introduce because it has all of these zones and its own mechanics. Like, you couldn't just say, oh, by the way, there are new zones on the field. Sorry you didn't know about that before, but I can also now resummon all my monsters, and they don't go to the graveyard, they go to the extra deck. You couldn't just, like, kind of pass that off on somebody. They'd be like, what? No? Absolutely not can you do that. Anyway, me, merely one of your biggest fans. To be precise, the name's Silvio. It's an honor. Oh, hi. I caught your duel against the Sledgehammer on TV, and you were très magnifique. Oh man, I'm real bad at French or whatever the hell that is. Your new Pendulum summoning technique took my breath away, and those cards you use, what do you call them, Yuya? You mean my Pendulum cards? Precisely, only a duelist of the highest caliber could possibly possess such rare cards. There's no need to pump up his ego, it's about ready to burst it as is. If you're planning to demonstrate your Pendulum technique, then I have access to a most ideal venue, the Leo Institute. I thought that was for Leo students only. I already reserved the space. I happen to be one of the school's top students. Nice fucking yandere face he's got going on there. He's gonna steal all of Yuya's cards or some shit. After arriving at the Leo Institute, welcome to the Leo Institute of Dueling. The institute is managed by the Leo Corporation. They've spared no expense to turn our school into one of the world's top dueling institutions. Is Declan somehow related to the Leo Corporation? Is that what he runs? I guess I gotta give him props for not naming the corporation after him like Kaiba, but I mean, he's still a hipster. I've heard that Yusho's an okay school. Thanks for the compliment. I guess your school's better at everything. I've got to admit, this place has a lot of things our school can't offer. You can learn XYZ summoning, synchro summoning, and whoa, they even teach fusion summoning. Who the fuck fusions anymore? Ha ha ha. I'm curious about the cards you used to Pendulum summon. You wouldn't mind letting me have a look, would you? Quick, Yuya, he's gonna throw them in the river here. No. Show my cards? Well, okay, here they... Even before Yuya finished speaking, Silvio snatched Yuya's Pendulum cards. So I can Pendulum summon with these cards. I'm adding them to my rare card collection. Huh? That's not amusing, Silvio. I wasn't being funny. Your cards are so unique that I simply can't resist them. I have something for you. I'm offering these super common cards in exchange for your Pendulum cards. They're worthless, like you. No deal then. No card's worthless. Ah. Can any Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist just be like a dickhead? Nah, I don't want these fucking useless cards. These cards suck. Give me back my good ones. Alright, it's showtime. So we've already skipped ahead to the part in the Yu-Gi-Oh trope where protagonist X loses his deck and then has to use friends and or opponent's deck to show that he's not just sweet because his deck's got a bunch of really good cards, but he's actually sweet with any fucking deck. We're already there. There is a card in the Pendulum zone. Add one Pendulum monster or Pendulum spell trap card from your deck to your hand. So I guess we'll throw... what is this? If your card battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. Jesus. You can reduce the battle damage you take from an attack involving a Pendulum monster you control to 0. During your end phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one Pendulum monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. No thanks. I do want to add this to the Pendulum zone so I can use Duelist Alliance, but what is this? Send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon one level 1 monster from your hand or deck. And we'll see how I want to do that, but first we're going to place you in the Pendulum zone. And we'll use Duelist Alliance so I can draw another card. I think I just want to... oh. Wow, I don't even really have a choice on who I'm grabbing here then, huh? All I've got left are my Pendulum Odd Eyes monsters. I guess it's worth it though. If I place you in the Pendulum zone, then I'll have 2 4s and I can summon both of these guys. This card in face-up attack position is targeted for attack. You can change it to face-up defense position, and if you do, negate that attack. Tribute 1 Perform Pal monster. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the level it had on the field, times 100 original level if face down. You can tribute 1 Perform Pal monster, then target 1 Perform Pal monster in your graveyard other than the tributed monster and add it to your hand. I think what we're going to do actually is I'm just going to place you in the Pendulum zone. Activate this effect. I'm going to get rid of that stupid bug. Try and get a different card. What is this? Your opponent cannot target Insect-type monsters for attacks except this one. If this card is special summoned, you can special 1 Block Spider from your deck. Oh, I should have just done that in the first place, and then I would have been able to summon Pendulum Odd Eyes or whatever the fuck on my very first turn. How cool would that have been? Now I've only got one of them left in my deck, so that kind of sucks. That would have been the perfect scenario to use my other... damn. Alright, well, Perform Pal Bowhopper can't get attacked this turn anyway, so... unless he Pendulum summons a whole bunch of shit with this turn, which I guess wouldn't surprise me, because that's the the story of this. During your end phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add 1 Pendulum monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Well, I don't have one of those, though, because when I activated Duelist Alliance, it would only let me draw other Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. But that's clearly not what I want to do. I'd like to draw the other Odd Eyes, though. Now that I've got these tribute tokens, or whatever the hell. 1 for 1. These are not Perform Pal, so I can't use his effect. We're just going to try and attack. Because every Pendulum monster usually is just weak. Yeah, shit, there we go. He's got my Stargazer Magicians. What a little thief. He's using all my shit. That's fine. Activate the effect of Odd Eyes Pendulum. I do not wish to do that. And then special summon. Well, I don't even really want to use 1 for 1 again either, because it's just another Block Spider. But I've already used his effect, so I don't really need to do that again. Millennium Scorpion. Got a bunch of retro cards, huh? How does he have a bunch of Pendulum monster cards that I don't? Where did he get those from? I thought I was the only one that used Pendulum monsters. So, but the only people that better be using Pendulum are the random people that we run into in the story. Or the villains, I guess. So all the friendly people shouldn't use Pendulum, because it's just Yuya that does it, right? That's the protagonist bullshit in this game, or in this arc. It was just like, hey, you know, we've already done the protagonist draws of the card that he needs at the right time, so let's just make it so that the protagonist can just special summon whatever the fuck he wants, right? I mean, we've kind of already had this out. Maybe there's something I'm missing with Pendulum Odd Eyes effect that I'm not getting by not activating it, but I'm pretty confident I don't have any other Pendulum monsters in my deck. Oh, whatever. Draw a muscle. Target 1 defense position monster you control with 1,000 or less defense, draw 1 card. Also, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. I'm just going to use this to draw a card. I don't really care about not being able to be destroyed by battle. It's important to be able to draw stuff. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one insect-type monster. Cool. I got a whole bunch of those in my deck. But mostly I'm just going to enjoy the fact that I can attack directly a bunch with this guy. Is he gonna summon another monster, or is he really just waiting on getting all of my Stargazer magicians in the Pendulum zone first? Is he like refusing to summon stuff unless he can Pendulum summon it? If I had reasonable monsters, I would have already won this duel by now, but instead I got these two worthless bugs out on the field. Had I not tried to complete the Pendulum zone, let's just activate this effect. I want to see what happens. It's not like I'm using the gate. Oh, I do have other Pendulum cards. Check that shit out. All light monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field, switch its current attack and defense. I think these monsters are all light. So yeah, we'll grab you, and we'll use you in my other Pendulum zone. Shit, it was the end phase, so I couldn't place him in the Pendulum zone yet. I'd like to power up my monsters before Silvio gets a bunch of shit going. Oh. I guess he's not gonna do that, though. And I drew the other toad, check that out. I really don't want to summon you, because you have a 100 attack and you have none, so I just have a bunch of Perform Pal monsters that can't attack right now. I was thinking about using his effect. I guess if he blocks my attack, I can use Perform Pal Bowhoppers. Actually, if I had used target... Ah, shit. If I had used his effect twice, I think I would have won there, to be honest, because he's only... Well, I don't know if you can trigger your own monster, but either way, it doesn't matter. I will still won. Way to go, Yuya! You won the duel, but you still lost your Pendulum cards. That's when a mysterious figure swooped in and to snatch Yuya's cards back from Silvio. Let that be a lesson. Yuya rules and bullies drool. Who the hell is this guy? Who are you? Someone who was amped by your sweet skills. So do you study here at the Leo Institute? I was considering it, but your moves changed my mind. I'm making you my duel guru. My name's Sora, by the way. It's cool to meet you guys. Yeah, great to meet you too. Yuya Sakaya. There may be more to him than I expected. Look at him, winning with shitty cards. He must be cool. Protagonist if I've ever seen one. Why is it in every fucking anime the main character can never just be like an above average dude? He's always like at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, why can't a guy like Kaiba be the protagonist for once? How cool would that be? After Silvio's failed attempt to steal Yuya's Pendulum cards, Zuzu kept a close eye on the thief. Who's Zuzu? Oh, it's the one girl. I heard you're planning to get some payback on Yuya. Well, I'm not about to let you. Duel me right here, right now instead. You can't be serious. What's wrong? Afraid you'll rack up another loss? You're on, Zuzu. Hope I'm not interrupting. Yuya? Can't you see we're in the middle of something? We're about to duel. Yes, we are. Wait, she called this guy Yuya? I XYZ summon Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Ah! News of the Mystery Man's attack on Silvio spread like wildfire all the way to the Yusho Duel School. That's such a hard name to say. So strange, was that Yuya? I just don't know. Since we're learning about summoning today, can you teach us how to XYZ summon? What, did Yuya have like a bunch of fucking clones? No, I'm afraid not. After all, I can't teach what I don't know. Why? You know someone who's mastered it, Zuzu? I'm not sure. Hey Leo, folks are accusing Yuya of hurting their pal Silvio in a duel. I mean, he probably hurt his pride when he beat him with a bunch of super common cards. Yuya? Miya? Ah, get it? It's a parody of his name. Who the fuck is this lady? Hello. Perhaps I can be of some assistance. I know you. You're Henrietta Akaba. Is this Declan's mom? Yes, chairwoman of the Leo Institute of Dueling. Why don't we all have a little talk? Whatever you say, MILF. I'm afraid we must face the facts, and the facts are that Yuya has created quite a row. Yuya, did you do this? No. Why doesn't anyone believe me? I mean, the dude had fucking purple hair. Who was like, Yuya? His face didn't even look the same. They didn't even look similar in the slightest. Am I missing something? Gong does. Now who's with Gong? I know what my eyes saw that day, but sometimes looks can deceive. It's okay, Zuzu. Just say what's in your heart. My heart? My heart says you're innocent, because she fucking likes him. How sweet, but that changes nothing. Unless you want me to get the authorities involved, I suggest you listen to my proposal. But, of course, she didn't have any fucking harsh proposals when her student was out here stealing fucking Pokemon cards. Yuya made a fool of our student. This is now about honor, one that we'll soon restore by having our students battle in a duel, best 2 out of 3. If your school wins, then I'll forget about the Yuya incident. But if we win the duel, then effective immediately, the Leo Institute will take over the Yusho Duel School. I mean, that sounds like a good thing, really. More money, better education for the students, better fucking equipment, better resources. I don't see the downside here. You better fucking throw this duel. Did you set all this up simply to take over our school? No, I did not, but when I see an opportunity such as this, I can't resist. You see, there are 3 ultimate summoning methods, Fusion, Synchro, and XYZ, but it's come to my attention that there is now a 4th method, Pendulum. With all due respect, the potential of Pendulum summoning is wasted here. Well, it's about to get fucking wasted when Link summoning comes out, so don't really get your heart broken about it. You treat dueling like it's a business, but here we believe it's all about show business. That's when dueling is at its most powerful, when it's used to make people happy. Don't fucking tell Yugi's grandpa that, though. That's why he ran a fucking business. He was out there selling cards to kids, robbing them blind with shitty cards while keeping the blue eyes to himself. But if you really feel like your school has lost its rep and the only way to get it back is by dueling, then that's fine. But that duel is gonna have to be with me. Gong totally feels the exact same way you do. Gong's volunteering to face off in a match as well. Now, Gong, how about you don't? Because I'd rather we just won the duels and call it a day. But you're not a member of Yusho Duel School. What, he's just fucking hanging around here? What? What? Let's duel. It seems your students have agreed to my terms, but what say you? Madam Chairwoman, what I say is you have a deal. So, I mean, this deal is like 90-10 in favor of the fucking Institute, but whatever, accept the terms. Don't negotiate. If you win, then our feelings won't be hurt anymore. But if we win, we're gonna take your fucking building and everything you own in your business. Fine. Why would anyone ever accept these deals? What the fuck is up with anime? The students I brought over from the Leo Institute are at the top of their class. The one Yuya will be facing is Dipper. That's right. That's my name, and don't you dare forget it. Alright, Dipstick. Here we go, it's showtime. Guys, remember, don't hurt Dipstick's feelings when he loses. Oh shit, I go first. And I don't get to draw anything, and I got no card. Well, actually, you know what I can do is just set up my Pendulum Zone. As per usual, we'll set these traps, and then I'll activate Swords of Revealing Light. Sound like a plan? Absolutely it does. I don't really know how this deck works, mostly because I don't know the cards in this deck. But I know the basic strategy, and that is set up a Pendulum Zone. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle, special summon one Perform Pal monster from your hand or graveyard. If you control a Perform Pal monster, well I don't, so I can't activate either of these traps. So we're going to activate Swords of Revealing Light in the meantime, and then end the turn. See, that's the problem with not knowing all the cards in your deck and dueling absolutely blind. I don't know, fuck it. I know what Dipper has, though. He's got a Constellar deck, which is actually pretty good. And he can, you know, he's got a whole bunch of XYZ summons coming up real quick here. This card is normal summoned. You can special summon one from my hand or graveyard. Yeah, but I don't have anything in my hand or graveyard, so just summoning you for now is going to have to do, because it's going to let me activate one of these traps. If you control a Perform Pal monster, change all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls to defense position. I don't really need to do this yet. I'll wait until I've got more monsters that can attack. And I don't have Swords of Revealing Light. Honestly, it's better to save command performance for that. Because right now, he can't do anything. And if he ends up destroying Swords of Revealing Light, I can activate this to save the day. But as it stands right now, if I can destroy 2 monsters with that trap card instead. Why would you increase that card's level? Now you can't XYZ summon. Ah, that's why. You're gonna XYZ summon these. Okay, I get it. It all makes sense now. See, now I can get rid of a higher level monster. Unless this thing's got some stupid effect. Ooh, it went into the extra monster zone. Wow, that's even a nerf to XYZ summoning. Okay. Once per turn, you can detach an XYZ material from this card, then target 1 card on the field and return that target to hand. I assume he's gonna activate that. Oh, no, he's not. I assume he was gonna activate it on Swords of Revealing Light, but it's actually not a bad idea to not do that. So what do you do? When opponent's monster declares a direct attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, add up to 2 Perform Pal monsters. I guess we can just activate this. No, I want to wait out another turn. We're gonna use Swords of Duel to continue to stall at least one more turn before I activate this. Then I'll activate it during his attack phase, or his battle phase in the third turn. It's beautiful! It's perfect! Well, I don't know if I could... Maybe I can attack that thing? We'll try. We'll see what my cards have in store for me. I don't know what else I got. Here we go, Pendulum card. Discard 1 card, and add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck into your hand. Might as well. We'll get rid of Perform Pal Call. I assume that's a good trap card, but whatever, I'd like to draw stuff. I don't need to chain any effects, I just want to draw 2 more cards. Beautiful. Now if I Pendulum summon these, actually, I might be in a decent spot. Assuming, of course, that I can destroy whatever monster is in defense position. Again, let's save my trap card, though, for next turn to buy myself another turn. I'm still going to Pendulum summon, but I'm going to use the Donkey to attack the face-down defense position monster. And we'll see here if he's got, like, fucking Mirror Force or something that's about to wipe my whole field out. Test the waters a bit, and save the trap card for one more turn. See? All about delay here. We might not get a direct attack, but it's alright. We're playing the long game. Because we're smart duelists now on this channel here, thanks to everybody commenting on how to actually play this game. Ooh, swing and a miss. But what's funny, though, is if I activate... No, it's not. Not funny at all. Actually, I was going to say if I activate Command Performance when it's in attack position, I could destroy it, but I can't because these are both so weak. Alright, we're just going to awkwardly bail out of that duel turn here. Wait for him to do something, and then I'll activate Command Performance. And then hopefully a card I draw can at least have 1500 attack and not 1200. I need a good Perform Pal attack monster, please. His deck, Yuya's deck relies so much on gimmicky bullshit instead of just pure power. Jesus, it's not my kind of deck at all. Mystical Space Typhoon, well, at least he didn't destroy the card I needed. That would have been rough. There you go. I can destroy that. No, I can't destroy that in defense position either. Crap. My attacks are so low. Oh, no. Because this is another XYZ summon. Yeah, fuck. Well, their battle positions... If it's going to get destroyed, I might as well. Only this guy can attack this turn. He'll destroy one of my Pendulum monsters. Oh, no, he won't. That's... Ah, wow. What the fuck did the effect do, then? Oh, it has to be in the Pendulum zone. Never mind, that's why. Oh, perfect. I can summon you, though. And you actually can do some fucking damage. How fantastic. Discard battles an opponent's monster. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. Ooh, I should use him to attack the one in attack position, right? Yeah, let's do that. Pendulum summon, Stargazer Magician, and then you. I want to absolutely attack the one in attack position so I can do that double damage. That sweet, sweet double damage. Well, it's actually not even going to be that much damage. I don't know why I just tried to summon him in attack position, but there we go. Well, he'll be a good distraction at least. This is the guy I want to summon in attack position. It actually really makes sense for me to use him to attack in attack position. I like that these are all pre-rendered like videos now for the animation too, because the frame rate fucking tanked in the Legacy of the Duelist of the past. So that way, they were like, oh, fuck it, just make it a movie so the game doesn't have to load the animation each time. Anyway, you're the only one that can destroy the XYZ monster. Because my attack points are all so low. Are you for real? Oh, whatever. I can just place it back in the Pendulum zone. Double damage. Fantastic. Still really not that much. And these guys also can't destroy the other two. Because they're so weak. Alright, that's fine. We'll place you back in the Pendulum zone. Chop, chop. And just like that, we're all set. The Odd Eyes Dragon is now going to keep me in this game, basically. He could get that one card back out again, though, assuming he's got more than one of it in the extra deck, right? He's got 2 level 4. No, it's level 5. That's right. He's got to find a way to raise their level. Which won't be hard for him, apparently. He's thinking it over, though. The AI is really, rubbing those brain cells together. The processor of the Switch running overtime here. Yeah, shit. It's gonna be really not good if he can get that card out again, because then it'll just destroy Odd Eyes immediately. And I've already got a card in my Pendulum zone. I can't get Odd Eyes back out, I don't think. Even if I do, they're both 2500 attack. So that's not great. Yikes. Kill my fucking Pendulum monster, please. If he doesn't, I'll kill it. Aw, oh, crap. Oh, they're just going back to the deck. Never mind. That's not that bad. End phase. You really didn't want to fight me on that? Alright. Oh, absolutely I want to activate the effect of a card, because you're giving everyone 100 attack. That fucking spell card he's got there. Let's get rid of that shit. Bye-bye. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was giving everyone 100 attack. Never mind. Only Beast Warrior monsters are. See, the great thing here is I can destroy your monster, and then I can get Odd Eyes right back out on the field. You have to send it to my hand, whereas I can put it right back out in the field. Okay. Thanks for playing. Main phase 2, gonna switch you to defense position. Because now I want to batten down the hatches here. We haven't Pendulum summoned yet, so I can still do it. Ah, shit. No, I can't. Fuck. I should have destroyed this. I had just talked to myself about it. Whatever, next turn I can do it. I just said I needed to destroy that card so I could resummon something. That's why everything was so bad. He's gonna get out this level 5 now. Yeah, increase its level. Why not? And it can increase its own level too. Double, why not? God. And keep redrawing cards and shit. That's fine. This duel's surprisingly close. Oh, he's sacrificing it, but he just raised it to level 5. Oh, that's why. You can add one kind of stellar monster from your deck to your hand. Beautiful. Give him some draw power and still XYZ summon. Now he's gonna attack one of my attack position monsters too, instead of disrupting my Pendulum zone. I'll have to suicide this onto this guy. Oh. No, he is freeing out my Pendulum zone. Well, thanks, I guess. I mean, I guess it makes sense for him. It's not like I wasn't going to do that. During your end phase, you can target 2 Constellar XYZ monsters that you control and that have XYZ materials. Detach all XYZ materials from both XYZ monsters. And if you do, have your opponent's life points. Oh. I can activate Book of the Moon here on this. That sounds lovely. And then it won't be able to activate its effect either, because I know it's got 1500 defense. Fuck it. And now, well, Pendulums, I almost surrendered, because why not? You can only pick one card, because Pendulums got nerfed. It was necessary, though, the Pendulum got nerfed. Let's be real here. I could probably even get 2 direct attacks. Now, does this animation play every single time I summon this monster? Or are we... Nope. We're gonna have to watch it every time. I guess since it's my first playthrough of this game, we'll leave the animations in, but I'm probably gonna turn those off at some point. Probably when I'm back to challenge mode, I turn off those animations. That seems like the right thing to do. Let's get rid of this. Wow, flip it back face up. Are you going to use your effect? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Because it's not a reactionary effect. Then I'm going to target or attack with Time Gazer Magician. Just because I don't want any fucking bullshit activating. Oh, wait. It's actually probably not going to be able to activate, right? Because these are Pendulum monsters that are attacking. And my Magician Pendulums are going to prevent anything from bad from happening to me. So that's good. Never mind. We're in the clear here. Thank you. What else you got left? Dipper. Skipper. Dipstick. Ah, you're gonna do another fucking XYZ summon here? Or are you just giving up? Are you just Pendulum? Are you just done with Pendulum? You're just gonna go kill that guy? Alright. Fair enough. I can attack with Friend Donkey, so these guys both kill each other, and then I can attack directly for the win. If your opponent controls a monster, and you control as many or fewer monsters, monsters currently on the field gain attack equal to the combined levels of all monsters their controller currently controls. That sounds not good. But sure, do that. Let's have these two knock each other out. And then I get the win here. GG, Dipper. Sorry about your school. I guess your feelings can no longer be hurt. That's a wrap. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Why does this guy seem more annoying than Jaden? I like how devastated Dipper looked during that. Thanks for all the cool kind of seller stuff, though. Like Yuya said, that's a wrap for this video. Can't believe I just used his line. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to do all the YouTuber outro bullshit. You like, subscribe, share, comments, of course, are appreciated. Remember to comment below all the different card shop items and who's got what archetype and who should I be buying or spending all my duel points from. I know we're going to be spending them all on Yugi because I want those magician cards, Kaiba because I want those blue eyes, and probably Playmaker because I assume he's got all the cool new Link cards. But let me know who else I should be buying stuff from, who else has cool new archetypes and stuff that we've never used before. Because as you guys know, I like to always mix up what cards we're using, make sure we're keeping things in a variety, so that way you guys keep coming back and watching new stuff each time instead of me just breaking out the same single deck every single time, because that would get boring. You can also let me know all that stuff in the Discord, because if you check the links in the description, Discord is now free for everybody to join. If it's been a while since you've been on the channel and you didn't know that I have a Discord channel, feel free to join now. It used to be a Patreon exclusive, but now it's open to everybody just so I can keep talking to people. I felt that would be fun, and it is. So go check it out. And above all else, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. You must kill someone if you want to leave. My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Chapter 1.